Today we are beginning lesson 8 of our nonfiction unit, and this lesson is titled Rising to the Challenges of Nonfiction. We have learned a lot so far in this unit that nonfiction text can be very challenging. It's complex. So let's just start out with a review. What makes nonfiction text so challenging or complex? What are some things that can be challenging when you read a piece of nonfiction, whether it's a book, a website, or maybe even watching a video on a topic? Pause the video to discuss. During that discussion, many of you brought up items on our ways complex nonfiction gets hard anchor chart. As a review, complex text might not have headings or subheadings. They might not even help if they are there. It might be a little confusing. There could be several main ideas. Those main ideas are usually implicit, which means they're hidden. The text will not come out and tell you exactly what the main idea is. There might be really hard vocabulary words. There could be many text structures, and sentences are longer and deliver a lot of information. Today, I'm going to give you a reading tool, and this tool is going to provide you with strategies when nonfiction text is really challenging. And this is going to come in handy for you as you are researching your chosen animal for your inquiry project. So it's coming at the perfect time. This tool I'm going to give you today that has strategies you won't always have to use. If you're reading a piece of nonfiction text and it's so easy, it's at your reading level, maybe there's lots of pictures or a diagram that helps you, then you don't need these tools. However, when you encounter a text that's very challenging, maybe it has a lot of sentences, or maybe there's your eyes are just moving all over the page, that is when this tool is going to come in handy. I'm sure by now you are feeling like, Miss White, just tell me this tool. I want to know what it is. Well, before I get to that, today I want to teach you that nonfiction readers monitor their own comprehension. That as they monitor their own comprehension, they notice when they're confused or feeling stuck, and they turn to tools and strategies for help. So, once again, this is a strategy that you can use when you're stuck. But you need to recognize that you're feeling stuck or confused first. So, make sure you work on that as you're reading your nonfiction. This is the tool I have for you. It is a chart that says complex text strategies. And these are some strategies you can use to read complex nonfiction. Start off, you could read all of the headings. What clues do the headings give about the topic of the text? Look at all of the pictures and captions. What clues do they give about the topics of the text? Does the text have other text features like charts, diagrams, maps, etc.? How can these text features help you comprehend the text? Summarize often, and you could summarize by either talking aloud about what you've read or jotting down some notes like on a post-it. Summarize as big ideas and supporting details. And as we learned about yesterday, read the text slowly many times. Now, if you try these different strategies and you are still feeling stuck and confused, then it's time, like this arrow shows here, to go find out more. That could be getting an easier text, It may just be too challenging of a text for you, or find a website for kids, ask someone who is an expert. So this would be the point that if you've tried these different strategies and you're still stuck, this is a time where you might have to just choose a different resource or talk to an adult that is with you or talk to one of your teachers for help. We're going to try this together. And I have an article for you that's titled What We Lose When Animals Become Extinct. And this article is complex. There's a lot to it. And we are going to preview it together and see if some of these strategies will help us. So I will first start off by just slowly going through this article so you can get an idea of what it looks like here. So it's like almost 3 pages long. There's a lot of text here. I see some different text features though, but we're going to pretend that I started reading this and I was monitoring my comprehension and realizing that I was just getting confused. It was too complex for me. So I'm going to go to my chart. The first one says, read all of the headings. What clues do the headings give about the topic of the text? Let's read the headings. So the title is What We Lose When Animals Become Extinct. And I will read each heading for you. The biggest threat, humans. Threat, disease. Threat, invasive species. Threat, fragmentation. Threat, habitat loss. Threat, poaching. Threat, deforestation. On the brink, what's lost? Those are the headings. Reading those headings, did that help you give you an idea about what this text is going to be about? Pause the video to discuss. The next item on our list says, look at all the pictures and captions. What clues do they give you about the topics of the text? So the main picture here of this elephant, image 1, an Asian elephant eating a watermelon at the Melbourne Zoo in Australia. Elephants are endangered because of the habitat loss and poaching. And then we have a picture of a bird here, no caption. Take a moment to reflect. Did the pictures or caption help you comprehend this text or give you a better idea of what this text is about? Pause to discuss. Does the text have other text features like charts, diagrams, maps? Do they help you comprehend the text? So let's look. Are there any other text features here? Pause the video to discuss. And the last 2 items on this list are about summarizing as you read and reading slowly. So if I felt I was at the point after looking at the text features that I felt I had kind of an idea about what this text was going to be about, which we came to the conclusion we definitely do, then I would go and begin reading the text slowly. In inquiry today, you are going to be practicing these strategies. You will be completing the first page of your research notes packet today. And you can use any resources such as Epic, a Google search, YouTube, and as you're reading and writing down notes, you might encounter some challenging, complex text. So you will need to go back to this chart and use the items on this chart to help you comprehend the text. Thank you, Team Persevere.